when I traveled on the Orion, the folk and places we visited weren't always friendly to outsiders. After you've spent a few nights in a prison cell next to what remains of the last guy who made your mistake, you'll learn a thing or two about the importance of having a backup plan if things don't go your way. Here's a little thing I like to keep hidden for a situation like this. This device will allow me to communicate with another using a special untraceable signal. And naturally, attached to Verbal's frame is a receiver for that signal. This should allow me to open a channel of communication between us. Pretty clever, huh? If Verbal stays out of sight, he might be able to get here without causing a commotion. His legs have been modified to grant him an increased speed of movement, so I'd say his chances are pretty favorable. Don't worry, I have no plans on leaving Sarah Dagana in this place by herself, and intend to do whatever I can to rescue her. Verbal, come in, over. Verbal, come in. Do you respond, over. Verbal, come in. Answer me, you stupid droid. Verbal, come in, over. Verbal, come in. Do you respond, over. Verbal, come in. Answer me, you stupid droid.
Master, you startled me again. I thought I had made it perfectly clear that you were to cease such carelessness in the future.
This isn't the time, Verbal. Listen to me. We've been captured and we've been imprisoned somewhere within the temple. We need you to rescue us.
Rescue you? But Master, I am a droid programmed to aid in communication and reconnaissance. I do not know how to rescue you.
Verbal, I don't have the time or the patience to argue with you. You need to get yourself into the temple, find us, access a control terminal, and shut down the force cages.
Master, you should know better than to place your trust in a strange computer. How can you determine that this terminal in question is the one responsible for the operation of the force cages?
Verbal, get yourself into the temple and rescue us! But be careful. I have a feeling that some crazies from the residential level will still be around somewhere. Avoid combat at all costs and sneak past anyone between yourself and my location. I'm counting on you, Verbal. Kobayashi out.
Master, when will you ever learn? Unless my photoreceptors are malfunctioning, this doesn't look like a very pleasant place to be. I have located a key. I must use it to unlock the detention.
Burble! I knew you could make it here.
Master, there you are. My sensors indicate that your temperature has rose and your heart rate has quickened. Are you being affected by the presence of the Force cage? Are you suffering from claustrophobia?
I'm not suffering from claustrophobia, I just don't like being stuck in such a small space. Now hurry up and release us. Access the terminal.
I overload my circuits with worry for you, Master. I really do.
That's much better. About time I got some space to move around a little. Make sure you grab your gear before we head out. It's bound to be around here somewhere. Are you fully equipped? I can only see it getting hairy from here on out, and I don't think you'll get another chance. I figured a former Republic war hero turned Dark Lord of the Sith wouldn't need much time to get prepared for battle. Guess I was right.
For a mechanic, you do an awful lot of thinking.
What are you so afraid of, Mechanique? Don't you remember all those adventures we had on the Orion? Don't you remember how many times we got ourselves in and out of situations like this? So what is our next move? Where do we go from here? And don't forget Sarah Dagana. She saved my neck more than a few times on the Orion, and now it's time for me to repay the favor.
Yeah!
Bye.